Chapter 4. The Pinching Man. My camp is full of fearless warriors, the warriors of my generation. Some people might say our society is primitive, but I think it is the best, fairest system that I know. Our system is based not only on the family, but also on the village itself. No one goes hungry. We take care of each other. We watch out for one another. Children respect their elders. If children do wrong, any adult can correct them. That means everyone in the village is equal. In almost every village, there is a disciplinarian called the pinching man. He punishes disobedient kids by pinching them. He pinches you really hard on the legs. And let me tell you, once you are pinched, you remember it. Parents who want their children to obey will tell them, if you don't behave, I will call the pinching man. That usually does the trick. Kids are so scared of the pinching man. The pinching man in each village is a scary person. Sometimes he has long, pointy fingernails or hair on his face. He chews tobacco and looks mean. Our pinching man was one of the worst ones of all. You never want to be on his bad side because then he would watch for you and he would tell the pinching men in other villages to watch for you too. And parents rarely protect their children from the pinching man because that is how discipline is enforced in the community. A rule I often broke was the one against going to other villages by myself. We nomads live in an area with dangerous animals and poisonous snakes. Our villages are usually miles apart from each other, two, three, four. So kids are not encouraged to go to other villages to play. It is simply too dangerous. But I always like to play with friends in different villages. One day, when I was little, about 6 or 7 years old, I was sent out with the calves as usual, but I told one of my friends, watch my cows for me a little while because I want to go play with one of my friends in the next village. I always return the favor by taking care of the other kids' calves if they wanted to go somewhere. The village I wanted to visit that day was 2 or 3 miles away. A narrow, winding path through the woods led there. I took off running, but I had not gotten very far when I turned a corner in the path and came face to face with the pinching man. As soon as he saw me, he crouched down and put out his hands toward me. His fingernails were long and dirty and sharp. Tobacco juice was dripping from the hair on his chin. He was waving his hands, ready to pinch. When the pinching man gets you like that, you cannot run away because he will remember you. The next time he sees you, he will grab you when you are not looking and pinch you even harder. Where are you going? I had to think fast. My mother asked me to get some sugar for tea at the next village. Also, some tea leaves if they have them. I said, this time of day? I said, oh, yes, yes, she wants the sugar right away, and she told me to run. He looked at me and said, well, I was just going to your house, so I will ask her. Fine, I said, and I walked past him. But as soon as he couldn't see me anymore, I left the path and cut through the woods as fast as I could to get to my mother's hut before he did. I didn't care if elephants or rhinos killed me. I was more scared of him than any wild animal. When I got home, I told my mother the truth, the whole story. Mom, I made a mistake today. I left my cows with the other kids, and the pinching man caught me. Mom, I wanted to play with my friend so much. I haven't seen him in such a long time. I really had to do something with him. Nothing bad was going to happen. My mom was shocked. You left our cows with someone else? What kind of son are you? Please, Mom, only protect me today. I will never do it again. This is the only time I'll ask you to protect me from the pinching man. Please, Mom. When he comes, just tell him you sent me to get sugar. Go, she said, and I took off to look after my cows. Sure enough, a little while later, the pinching man showed up at our hut. Hey, Kariri Lekuton, are you home? He called. Yes? Can I have some tea? Yes, I am just cooking some. Come in and rest. While sipping his tea, he said, Oh, by the way, I just saw your son on the path leaving the village. Oh, yes, I sent him to the next village for sugar. My mom loves me so much. She supported me. That was it. But if I hadn't told my mom, I would have been in trouble twice with the pinching man and with her. But I was an active boy, and my mom didn't always protect me. One time, I got a whipping from the warrior right outside her hut, and my mom did nothing to interfere. That day, when my friends and I were watching our little cows, I pretended to be one of the village warriors. A little boy would often pretend to be a warrior, someone he admired and wanted to be like. But this was different. I was imitating this particular warrior to make fun of him. I was saying, Who's this? Who's the ugly warrior? See how he struts? The kids loved it. They were laughing and laughing. So I did it the whole day. But that night, one of the kids told the warrior what I had done. I had been disrespectful of an elder, and that is very bad in our society. At that moment, I loved doing things for older people. I liked running to do someone a favor, to get some sugar or tea, or to carry a message. Run, run. I loved to run. When that warrior came to our hut that night and asked for me, that's what I thought he wanted. Ngoto, Lamasolai, Lamasolai's mother, he called. Yeah, she answered. Where is Lamasolai today? I'm here, I yelled. I knew his voice and figured he wanted me to go to the next village or hut to get some tobacco for him or something like that. Come, he said. I need to send you. So I came out of the little hut quickly, and just as I did, he grabbed me. Before coming to our hut, he had gone into the forest and cut a long, thin branch. It was like a whip. As soon as he grabbed me, he took the stick and cut the air with it, just like a sword. Swoosh! When I heard the sound, I thought, oh my! I did not know if I was going to die or what. So, you have been making fun of me all day? No, no, not me, I said. Tell me, what did you say? Tell me everything. Then he took the stick and whoom, 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 he whacked me on my knees, my thighs, my calves, where it would leave no marks. Then he said, Go. I took off running and I went to look for my friends. Who could possibly have told on me? We suspected one of the girls who had played with us that day. We decided that if she didn't come back the next day with her little cows, she was the one who had told on me. She did not come back for a week. My mom heard the warrior whip me, but she never said a thing about it. That is part of the discipline, part of the culture. We don't have many disrespectful kids in our village. I can vouch for that.